Hello guys, welcome to the Train Parrot. We're having another green day so far. On the week, we can definitely see double digits profits across all the coins. The good thing is that not everything has managed to recover from the sell-off that we had this month. And the altcoin season chart is showing a breakout and a potential retest here. This could be that we are still early for that potential upcoming altcoin season. With the Ethereum ETF approval expected to come next week on Tuesday, and last week bounce on support on total 3 when looking at the weekly RSI, and the returns and drawdowns finally exiting the blue area of big drawdowns, and still most of the coins being in the neutral area on the daily RSI, I think it will be a great idea to distinguish among all the coins which ones are currently showing the largest strength when it comes to technicals, social activity, number of longs versus shorts. Guys, if you like this type of content, make sure that you're subscribed to the channel, hit that notification bell to get notified every time I put out one of these videos. And if you feel like supporting the channel, watch this video until the very end and do not go anywhere without leaving a comment down below. That's really helping the channel to continue growing. We're going to use a bunch of aspects that I believe are very important to measure the strength of a coin versus the rest of the market. Number one, we're going to look at where the price is in the current range since the moment that Bitcoin made an all-time high until today. Each coin is going to show a ranging period. The ranging period is going to be defined by 70% of the trading volume using the volume profile. These are my settings. The initial day I'm going to use is the 14th of February, and I'm going to focus on where the price is relative to the point of control. The point of control is the line of the most trading volume across this whole range. We're also going to look on whether the cross-fee ratio recently entered the oversold area or got very close. We will be looking at when the breakout happened on each of these coins. We will look at the socials, whether they trigger a signal or not. And of course, we need to see if there are too many longs already, because this signal a potential low and give you a better risk reward if you haven't entered on some of these coins. The vast majority of the coins that I'm reviewing show a volume profile with a range area that is way higher than where the price is. Here's an example with scale. You can see that we are 40% below the lower area of the range and that we are far away from the point of control. The price will need to push 70% up to even reach the point of control, which is mind-blowing because the point of control is actually located at the price that saw the most volume in the whole period. Many coins have started doing a reversal, but I want you to keep in mind this reversal that you're seeing here that is extremely weak relative to the rest of the coins that we are going to review. Yes, if the rest of the market starts to push higher, this coin should see some recovery and maybe some new highs, but on this list that you're going to see is going to be pretty much like looking into the future because most of these coins have done a lot of extra progress compared to these weaker coins. And that's why I want us to focus today on those ones. Not because I want you to rush in and just buy at any price. Some of them are quite overextended already, but to keep them in your short list so whenever we see an opportunity, and I'm gonna make sure that I highlight what could be an opportunity entry for each one of them, then you can set up some alerts, do your own research, and decide what's better for you. I'm going to start with Solana just because many people are asking for where is Solana right now. Let's focus first on the price. Solana has shown very good strength. First of all, it never exit the range from the bottom. This whole period, even Bitcoin lost the range at least 2 times. And the last time that it did, it went way beyond the range. It made it look like it was going to be very difficult to recover back inside this range, just because this loss of the range in May was way smaller than this deviation that we see here. Back to Solana, you can see that this even looks better than the chart of Bitcoin. Since Solana did this breakout around the 27th of June, it's been pushing with a channel higher, and at this point we are at 61. I think there's a high likelihood that Solana is gonna start looking for putting new highs just because it's showing such a massive relative strength against Bitcoin. The sweet entries, the golden entries, were highlighted by the delta when there were too many shorts in this area around here. That happened on the 24th of June. Longs have entered aggressively, and we are starting to see almost as many longs as we saw on the 16th of March when Solana was trading above $200. I see some upside potentially getting to the top of the range at $173, but I will also expect to see a low from where we are or from then just to cool down a little bit in terms of how many longs we have here. You can see that at the same time that everybody went short, Solana was underperforming on the socials, and that confluence gave us the golden entry at prices of 125, right at support. The next coins, some of them you're gonna be surprised because relative to Solana, you're gonna find many of them that are actually performing from the technical point of view even better. Whether they're gonna manage to sustain that trend, well, that depends as well on the fundamentals of those coins. And when it comes to fundamentals, Solana has a lot to say. Let's go with Ondo. Ondo had a breakout on the 13th of July. We have a few beautiful delta signals here right at that bottom, and during this sell-off it caught Ondo making a high at 104, and the bounce was almost at the point of control. This shows a lot of strength. If you compare it with Solana, Solana spent a lot of more time at the low of the range and even below the point of control. Ondo was in a strong uptrend, and even with the Bitcoin sell-off, it didn't even manage to get below the point of control. So this is showing a lot of strength, but this coin has been listed recently on Bybit, so be careful. Of course, this represents a lot more risk than Solana. Ondo was on a sell here in the CrossFit ratio, multiple times underperforming on the socials, and we can see that still there are not too many longs to get burned compared to Solana, which is already getting to the top of the range in that sense. Our next coin is Coti. With the exception of this candle here, Coti has never lost the bottom of the range, and it has multiple times touched the point of control. In the past 2 days, it has managed to recover the point of control, which is quite bullish, because that together in confluence with a CrossFit ratio signal and a delta signal around the 6th of July, putting finally a breakout on the 13th of July when it comes to the RSI, seems like a very promising coin to look at. This recovery of the range might indicate that Coti could start looking for recovering towards the top of the range. Be mindful of resistance at around 0.15 because of this order block here. It's no surprise to see many meme coins making it into this list. It's been the year where the meme coins are performing really well. I'm not a meme coin person. I do not hold any of these meme coins, but I do trade them. They offer loads of volatility, and my trading bots are very happy as well, taking very quick swing and scalping trades with them. Let's start with Bonk. Bonk lost the range around April, and it had a few deviations on the top, but with the recent sell-off of Bitcoin, it never lost the range at that point. Instead, ended up printing double bottom in here. Right now it's facing resistance at 28.73, but it's got an amazing prospect to potentially make it to 32 at the top of the range. It had a signal coming from the CrossFit ratio, and the RSI breakout happened on the 9th of July. So far, the structure looks bullish, and hopefully it's gonna manage to break the current resistance to clear the path towards higher levels and potentially even new highs. Floki shows a very similar behavior as Bonk. Again, lost the range here, but relative to Bonk, Floki has been weaker. You can see that in this case, it lost the range in here. And the breakout was on the 13th of July on the RSI. CrossFit ratio print a few signals as well. And again, we have recovered the point of control, which is bullish as well. Now facing resistance at 18. Next resistance is at 22, followed by 26. And among all the meme coins that I mentioned, Pepe is showing the strongest strength, the biggest strength. There was no deviation outside the range in April, and during the full sell-off of Bitcoin, it remained far away from the point of control and from the bottom of the range. The breakout occurred on the 14th of July, one day after the other coins, interestingly. Now the problem with Pepe is that the number of longs is very quickly approaching the top of the range. Bear in mind that even if you start losing the longs, like in here, the price can go sideways. So not always when you reach the top of the range, you have to see massive downside. But from the point of view of risk reward, I rather never enter in when all the longs are crowded at the top of the delta signal. Let's have a look at Turbo. It's showing impressive strength. In fact, most of the sell-off of Bitcoin, Turbo remain above the top of the range. So you might be wondering why the volume profile is not moving with the price. That's because we spend all this time in here, which is almost 2/3 of the time, with a price around 11, and the blow of top only happened on the 28th of May. Since then, we are the furthest away that we have seen from the point of control and the bottom of the range. The breakout occurred on the 15th of July, and we have plenty of signals to look at. The problem is in here that this coin is not supported by Lunar Crash and is neither having enough history to give us any insights in terms of the deltas and longs around this area. All the signals here look a bit messed up, but I still think that we are on the low end in terms of longs. In fact, there are still loads of shorts in Turbo. Jasmy looks pretty good as well. Not the best one compared to Turbo, but still, it went sideways from February until end of May. It had a blow of top here, and it came back straight into the point of control, bouncing up outside the top of the range. So Jasmy has done quite a lot. This is a move of almost 60% from the time we got the signal from Delta, and the breakout of the RSI was very early on the 6th of July with a cross-fee ratio signal as well. I'm gonna give some very quick mentions to a few more coins, starting with LPT, which is recovering above the point of control. We have a breakout, and we are halfway longs and shorts. Fetch AI, which is also bouncing from the point of control, never lost it, quite good strength. OM has been extremely bullish, completely ignoring what Bitcoin is doing. This coin is showing big strength, but is doing a breakout from 73 into 78. So this is quite a risky area to enter. Cross-fee ratio is in an area where we are supposed to be selling, and we are exhausted in number of longs at this point in time. So I'm just mentioning this coin to show you the relative strength is one of the top ones I'm seeing currently together with Turbo, but certainly they are not in an area where I would like to be buying to hold. Guys, I'm currently hosting an event for $500 position airdrop. All you have to do is check the link in the description and join the event on Bybit. Also use my referral link in the description to create a new account and unlock up to 30,000 in rewards. Then head down to my Discord server and enter the Bybit UID into the verification bot, and you can claim 70% off any of my subscription tiers. If you already have a Bybit account, I left on Discord instruction on how to transfer to my referral link, and consider looking the video that I left as well with a discount to get a Palau residence card, which you can use to trade on Bybit from almost anywhere in the world. Thanks so much for watching, and do not forget to hit the like and leave a comment down below to help the channel to continue growing. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.